Here's your host, Alex Garrett.
Oh, to be a Boston fan today, right? I mean, St. Patrick's Day, one of the best days of the year, one of the best times to honor our Irish heritage. And, of course, Boston does it like no other place. New York does it as well. 258 years of a parade here in New York City canceled due to coronavirus. But up in Boston, up in New England, some very, very stunning news as Tom Brady today announces he is leaving the Patriots. He's not retiring. He's leaving the Patriots after 20 years in that organization. What, 5 or 6 Super Bowl rings? The guy was old reliable in many ways. Yeah, the scandals about that team during his time built up, but at the end of the day, Boston fans will be crushed on St. Patrick's Day, not only because of no parade, but also now because of this news. And also, to be quite honest with you, from a New York's perspective, watching this unfold with the Betts trade to LA and now this, I mean, the Boston landscape's going to change, and maybe that's a great thing for New York sports and the Jets and the Yankees alike. Of course, the Bills adding the Vikings' Stephon Diggs yesterday in a trade. But one thing I will say about the Brady era is if the trade for Manning did not happen, then Brady would have 2 extra rings. Because Phillips Rivers has done really nothing, not even gotten to a Super Bowl with the Chargers. Yet Eli Manning willed the Giants' way, 2 times in a row, helped with a great defense, by the way, to the Super Bowl to knock off Brady, especially in the undefeated year. And then, of course, in 2012, when they did it again against the Patriots. And so, 2011-2012 season. And so, for football, it's quite a stunning development. But here, overall, I want to turn your attention to an article I just penned in Medium about St. Patrick's Day. You know, today is a beautiful day. It's where you get to wear all green and really honor the heritage. Well, from my viewpoint, I feel like this week, St. Patrick's Day, coming at a great time. You know, the legend is that he drove out the snakes. Well, in reality, according to history and many sources, he actually, and I mentioned this last year too, he did. So the legend has it that he drove out the snakes of Ireland, right? And in reality, what he did was, after being taken prisoner in Ireland at 16, he was a Brit, by the way, St. Patrick the Man went on to become a converter to Christianity of so many Irish men and women that he was known as the Apostle of Ireland, doing Jesus' work. And so, in today's world, we're seeing a attempt to drive out something very serious, coronavirus. So, how about we use the St. Patrick's Day spirit? Yeah, we won't go to Fifth Avenue, which is a travesty. First time in 258 years, and first time in my lifetime I can remember a Fifth Avenue big parade even canceled. But 258 years, and the first cancellation due to coronavirus. So we won't have that. For many who go out on this day to, drink some Guinness and have a beer in honor of St. Patrick, that won't happen either. Because the bars will be closed to just delivery only. And so, what I've got to believe is that this is a timing in which we have to sit back, truly honor and observe the story of St. Patrick from a different perspective. He wasn't honored because he created Guinness. I mean, he didn't create it, but he wasn't honored because he, created alcohol. He was honored because he did something stoic and even converted the pagan king of Ireland at the time. The pagan king of Ireland. And so, maybe, just maybe, this is a time that this day is happening at a time where And you can find my Medium article at AG200111, where we just meditate, relax, breathe in and out, believe everything is okay, will be okay, confront the realities ahead of us, and, by the way, pray. Irish or non-Irish today, it is important to pray that just like the sin nature of Ireland was driven out by St. Patrick, so too could this nature of coronavirus be driven out. That's what we can really hold on to today. And I hope you do take time to reflect. And if you're in Boston mourning the loss of Tom Brady as a Patriot, mourning his departure, I should say, from the team, well, pray about that too. But I just found it very interesting as well. A clinical trial has been started. The CDC announced they are trying their first vaccine. The science community has been on top of this whole virus from the very beginning. And yes, everything's on lockdown pretty much. You can't go into places. You can only order out in places of more than 50 people. So we're in a bit of a tense situation here. And yes, missing the St. Patrick's Day parade will be a huge loss for so many, because it could have been a distraction from the news that's going on and the panicking and the reality of what we're dealing with as well. So here's the one other thing two other things that have been crossed my mind that I wanted to share with you. Rachel Ray yesterday had a doctor on that talked about, by the way, Saturday Night Live has halted its season, but a doctor has figured out a 2-ingredient recipe to make hand sanitizer, because hand sanitizer has really been selling out. And here's what the recommendation is. Let me read it to you. This was on the Rachel Ray show. I don't watch the show, but I found this article online and I thought it'd be helpful to reiterate what I saw. And here's what Dr. Ian Smith is saying about hand sanitizer. Use 2/3 cup isopropyl rubbing alcohol, 1/3 cup aloe vera gel, and you can use essential oils if you want. Then you mix the 2/3 cup rubbing alcohol with the 1/3 cup aloe vera gel. Again, mix the 2/3 rubbing alcohol with the 1/3 aloe vera. Add a few drops of essential oils of your choice if you want to, and then use a funnel to pour the mixture into a small 1.5 ounce plastic or glass squeeze or spray bottle. So, all the panic at the stores, turns out we could do it ourselves, and I think being as self-sufficient as possible is the best way to go about it. So, let me reiterate, because I might have gone a little too fast there. Mix 2/3 cup rubbing alcohol with 1/3 cup aloe vera gel. Add some drops of essential oils of your choice. Mix it all again. Use a funnel to pour the mixture into a 1 to 2 ounce plastic or glass squeeze or spray bottle. So that's from Dr. Ian Smith. And then one other thing I'd like to notice, because sometimes I feel like I'm getting looks, and maybe it's because I'm eating a sandwich in public during this time. I don't know. But I think it's important to hit home that COVID-19 is a reality, right? But don't think that because someone might be disabled or is disabled that they automatically have it. I know that that's not the normal thinking among people, but I just thought it'd be healthy to iterate that again, that disabled people may not automatically have coronavirus. With that being said, I want to leave you with this. A copy of David's Jake, which is actually a song by And you have to look it up. It's a very good song, though. It's called David's Jig by McAllister. Let me get you her name right now. And let me get you that. Her name is McAllister. That's the last name. And it's a great song called David's Jig by Natalie McMaster. Sorry, McMaster. Natalie McMaster. And so enjoy a little bit more. Unfortunately, Riverdance was going to have their 25th anniversary tour year. That looks like it may not happen. The parade's canceled, but you can still catch up on some great Irish music, and I'm here to help you with that as well. Have a great and a healthy St. Patrick's Day. I'm Alex Garrett. Talk to you soon.